Welcome to another Luck Scout bedtime story. The Power of the Flock. In a quiet valley, surrounded by rolling hills and lush trees, there was a place called Willow Grove. It was home to a group of birds who filled the air with song each morning and gathered together each evening to rest in the tall, swaying trees. The birds of Willow Grove lived peacefully, each going about their own tasks, some gathering food, others caring for their young, and a few simply enjoying the gentle breeze. Although they lived close to one another, each bird mostly focused on its own needs, rarely paying much attention to the others. They didn't often fly together or help each other, thinking that they were fine on their own. They saw no reason to change their ways, for life seemed calm and easy in the safety of Willow Grove. But little did they know the strength they truly needed was not in their individual wings, but in the unity they had yet to discover. One day, as the sun rose over the hills, a shadow passed over Willow Grove. A hawk had arrived, gliding high in the sky, watching the birds below. The birds scattered in panic, each one flying in a different direction, unsure of where to go. The hawk was fast and strong, diving swiftly toward the birds with sharp eyes and powerful wings. Seeing their fear and confusion, the hawk returned each day, knowing that the scattered flock made it easy to hunt. The birds felt helpless, hiding among the branches and hoping the hawk would leave. But the hawk lingered, knowing that they were easy to separate and catch one by one. In their fear, the birds of Willow Grove began to feel weak and alone, as though they had lost the freedom they once knew. Each bird worried for itself, and the grove grew quieter, as if a shadow had fallen over their once happy home. One evening, an old wise owl who lived in the grove spoke to the birds as they huddled in silence. "I have watched you from my branch," she said, her voice calm and steady. "You are strong, yet you act as if you are alone. The hawk sees this, and it is why he keeps returning, but there is a way to protect Willow Grove." The younger birds looked up at her, unsure of what she meant. "How can we protect our home?" one of them asked. "By uniting," the owl replied. "Together you are far stronger than you realize. Alone each of you is vulnerable. But as a flock, as one, you are powerful. If you fly together and support one another, no hawk will be able to invade your home." The birds listened, unsure but curious. Could it really be true that together they were stronger? They had always believed that each bird had to fend for itself. But now, seeing the wisdom in the owl's words, they felt a new sense of hope and determination. The next day, as the sun rose and the hawk appeared in the sky, the birds gathered together, just as the owl had suggested. Instead of scattering in fear, they flew as one, creating a pattern that confused and surprised the hawk. They moved in sync, each bird watching the others, supporting each other as they filled the sky with their united presence. The hawk circled above, searching for a way in, but he found none. The flock was strong and solid, their wings beating in unison, creating a barrier he could not break through. The hawk tried to dive, but each time he approached, the birds moved together, defending one another and forcing the hawk to retreat. After a few attempts, the hawk grew tired and frustrated. He had never seen birds work together in this way, and he knew that his time in Willow Grove had come to an end. With a final defeated cry, he flew away, disappearing over the hills. The birds of Willow Grove cheered, their songs filling the air once again. They had defended their home not through strength alone, but through unity and trust in one another. From that day on, the birds of Willow Grove lived differently. They looked out for each other, flew together, and shared the responsibility of protecting their home. They felt stronger, knowing that they were not alone, but part of a flock that would stand by one another through every challenge. As the days passed, the grove grew lively and joyful once more, each bird singing not only for itself, but for the entire flock. They had learned a powerful lesson that together they were more than just birds. They were a family, capable of facing any danger that came their way. As you lie in your bed tonight, remember the story of the birds of Willow Grove. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine the strength that comes from unity and support. Know that no matter where you come from, you are stronger when you trust in those around you. Let this thought fill you with peace and calm, guiding you into a restful, soothing sleep, ready to face the new day with confidence and connection. Good night.